So what we got here is a 2002 Dodge Cummins 5.9 24 valve 3/4 ton pickup. I took the stock exhaust off. This particular model in the 2002 came with no cat, but with a resonator and the muffler. And what I did was my son purchased a Dyamond 4-inch exhaust turbo back with the muffler, but we didn't end up using the muffler. We went ahead and got the muffler replacement pipe and went straight all the way back. And I'll go over what we did to install that, and so you guys can know. So let's do a walk around. This Dodge I just bought it, and eventually I'm going to put the cold air intake on it. I'll probably go with the S&B. I like that setup on it. I went ahead and took out the turbo silencer, which is just inside. You take this boot off. It's just a little snap ring and a silencer ring. Pull it out. Gives you a little more turbo sound out of the exhaust. And it's a pretty clean motor. Like, again, I just bought it. It's a 2002. It's got 92,000 original miles on it. Pretty clean truck. 4-wheel drive. Love it. So back underneath the Dodge here, we got the downpipe here coming from the turbo. Again, it's a 4-inch Dyamond exhaust. We've got about 1/8 of an inch to 3/16 of an inch right here on the frame. So you'd probably have to tweak a 5-inch if you was to put a 5-inch. They do it, so it fits up here. But I went with the 4, and like I said, we got about 1/8 of an inch to 3/16 of an inch gap here. What a lot of the guys do is they'll cut a 1-foot section to make this work with, like, the muffler, if you're installing the muffler. Okay, like this kit came with the muffler, but I eliminated the muffler and went with the replacement pipe. It's a 30-inch replacement pipe. Well, a lot of the guys will put where this downpipe ends right here, where this hanger is that comes off the tranny. I believe they're putting a 12-inch section in up here, and I just don't want all the extra hangers in that short amount of distance being up here, where I normally be working up under this section of it when I do oil changes or whatever. So I decided I'd rather have my cut not on the first 4-foot section of the pipe past the downpipe, but on my second 4-foot section. And right here is our next hanger, which would be hanger number 2, or clamp number 2, I should say. It's not, this one's not working as a hanger. The front one works as a clamp as well as the hanger. This is just a single clamp. So, and clamped on here would have been the second piece of 4-foot pipe that comes in a kit. I hacked it at about 22 or 23 inches, I believe. You just have to take your measurement. This is a long bed. Short bed could be a little different, but this is a long bed. So I think it was 22 inches, somewhere in there. So we go down here, the exhaust toward the back end. We got our third clamp. Now this is where that 22-inch section is, right here. And like I said, it's better to have, I liked it, the idea of cutting the 22 versus the 12-inch, because then I just don't have a cluster of clamps like right next to each other. Especially if you're working around that area, you're not busting your knuckles on these that you can cut off. You can hack these off a little bit to give you a little more clearance, but they're not an issue back here. So, and there's a lot more clearance in here to move your hands and wrap your hands around and whatnot versus up front. So a lot less things to work around. So I decided to go back here with it. So then moving down, we've got a clamp slash hanger. And all these hangers and clamps come in the kit. And all you got to do is match up your existing muffler system where they have the welded on hooks for your hangers. The Diamond Eye kit actually has the hanger hooks mounted to a clamp, so you can clamp on. So you do have a few extra more clamps than normal, but hey, that's a kit and that's the way it works. A little less expensive with the Diamond Eye. You can get the higher end exhaust systems that might have 2-piece or whatever, but you know, this was a gift from my son. It was the exhaust system that I wanted. He bought it for me for Christmas, so I'm happy with this Diamond Eye exhaust. So that's why I got it. Anyways, you just match up your old hangers, and then that way you know where to place them on the new exhaust system. So real easy, just a little common sense and you'll get it. So this right here is my replacement pipe that I had purchased. It's 30 inches. That's what the muffler size is 30 inches long. So I replaced it with this replacement pipe. And so I got a clamp here. This is your hanger clamp. And my other end is clamped down here. And then I've got one more hanger clamp here. Okay, and that just works as a hanger clamp. And then it goes up over the rear axle and comes down, and there's another clamp down here, right here, which this is your tailpipe. There's a tailpipe 1 and a tailpipe 2. Okay, and this other section here would be your other tailpipe that goes out to the back end of the fender, which comes out back behind the tire. So we've got the shock right here. We got about, I don't know, 3/4 to an inch. You got your shield here, so we don't have to worry about that. I think we're just perfect there. And then as you get back to the back end, you got your tire. And on that tire, around that tire where that pipe is, you probably got about a finger, an index finger width from that tire. We did, shift the tire over the best we could to see if we can get as much clearance as we can. I mean, if it becomes an issue with heat on this tire, I guess I could design a heat shield to protect this tire, but we'll see later on with that. You got your last hanger right here that comes down and keeps you nice and sturdy right here. And then you got your pipe that comes out. And I'll go ahead and pause for a second, get back out from underneath the rig, and show you where the pipe exiting from behind the tire. So here we are. We've got the pipe coming out. It comes out from the fender at least a good 3 or 4 inches, which is good because you won't get all that black soot up underneath as bad. And you can always add a tip to that. They can probably hack it off if the tip sticks out too far or whatever for your, whatever you like. But you can work with that, and you can either put a tip on it or leave it that way. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet, but I guess if I do decide to do a tip, I'll probably go with the 4-inch into 5. I think that's plenty good. And we'll do a start up here so you guys can hear what it sounds like.
famous. All right.
Okay, so there we go. We started it up. Good sound. A little louder, a lot louder than what stock was. I like the sound. It's breathing a lot better. And like again, you could probably hear that turbo. That's because I took that silencer ring out. It does allow you to hear the turbo a little more. It's just preference. I like it, so that's why I did it. Up to you guys what you want to do with your trucks. But again, Diamond Eye 4-inch exhaust.
Turbo back.
Turbo back. I like it. It's a good upgrade. And probably going to go with the S&B cold air intake next. And then I'm going to advance up to the programmer, and I'm probably going to go with the Edge juice with attitude. I like that. It's probably about $850 or so for this year of Dodge. This is a 6-speed manual transmission, so hopefully this video will help you out and maybe help you decide what exhaust you want to go with. There's a few different brands out there. This exhaust system is fairly inexpensive, and it's a great system. So I like the Diamond Eye. So it's a good product. So good luck, guys.